American Pickers star FrankFritz's struggling Illinois antique store completes construction as renovations are revealed. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers star FrankFritz's struggling Illinois antique store has completed construction, as first photos show the finished work done to the outside of the building. In August, construction was being done to the outside of the building. The U.S. Sun has exclusively obtained new photos of the finished renovations. New windows could be seen for the floors above the store, giving the building a more modern look. Story trouble. The construction photos come after the American Pickers alum store has been struggling with sales. The U.S. Sun previously obtained photos of certain merchandise in Frank's store that appeared to be broken and covered in cobwebs. In one photo, a vintage mannequin could be seen covered in spiderwebs. In another, more cobwebs were seen along a windowsill. Another pic featured drumsticks signed by the Mickey Utley Band in a shattered glass case. There was also a near-empty display case holding vintage soda cans, including a modern-day Coca-Cola can, likely left by a customer. Throughout the store, most of the merchandise was covered in dust. Customer reviews. Customers of the store have expressed their disappointment with the antique shop. One customer said, "Nice people, but in all honesty, it was almost like seeing things that were left in an attic. It would not be my first choice to check out around the area." A second wrote, "The antique store that time forgot. Enter through the bar past the kitchen. A couple decades ago, this was the best antique store for miles, with many, many vendors on multiple floors. It is housed in a local landmark, which was a big draw in itself. It is now a shadow of its former self, though they do appear to be repairing and working on it. There are 2 rooms of random old things, some nice and a lot not." A third commented, "I was a huge fan of the show. I stopped in to give Frank support and see what all the buzz was about. The place looked like an episode of Hoarders." A fourth complained, "The store is truly full of hoarders' junk. I was looking forward to visiting Frank's finds, but left disappointed. This store is full of overpriced junk and old oil cans, signed by Frank for $55, $110 I will pass." Another wrote, "Don't waste your time. Old stuff that should have been tossed a long time ago, that is way overpriced. The place is dumpy and not worth the drive. Was hoping Frank will open something better that's worth going to. Revitalizing." The U.S. Sun previously reported on how his ex-co-star MikeWolfe's Iowa antique store is constantly flooded with customers in contrast to Frank's shop. A customer previously told the U.S. Sun, "Mike always has customers coming in and out of his store. It's a lot of fans who check out the pics seen on the show and buy merchandise." In photos obtained by the U.S. Sun, customers could be seen checking out antiques and waiting in line to purchase their items. Photos for Frank's store show not one customer. The insider said, "Customers browse Frank's store once in a while. It's not nearly as busy as Mike's shop." Annual sales. The U.S. Sun also previously reported on the annual sales of both locations. Per Experian's business valuation report for FrankFritz finds, estimated annual sales are reportedly $25,000. The company's business credit score 27 and is medium risk. As for the financial stability risk ratings, the shop received a medium-high risk of 4 out of 5 rating. The report claims this means there is a 10% potential risk of severe financial distress within the next 12 months. Antique Archaeology Iowa's estimated annual sales are reportedly $62,000 per Experian's business valuation report. The company's business credit score is 23, which is medium-high risk. The report claims of the score. This score predicts the likelihood of serious credit delinquencies within the next 12 months. As for the financial stability risk ratings, Antique Archaeology received a medium risk of 3 out of 5 rating. The report claims, this rating predicts the likelihood of payment default and slash or bankruptcy within the next 12 months. Frank's conservatorsi. Frank hasn't been as involved in the business since suffering a stroke in July 2021. His close friends filed an emergency appointment of a temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired. The conservatorship papers exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun revealed plans to revamp the store. The initial plan filed by conservator Midwest-owned bank read, Mr. Fritz is a well-known collector and has numerous outbuildings full of valuable has not yet inventoried those items, but plans to leave them largely as they are now, with the exception of stocking Mr. Fritz's antique store in Savannah, IL as needed. Conservator is hopeful Frank will be able to participate in selection and pricing of items as he did previously. A source previously told the U.S. Sun Frank is walking again after the stroke left the right side of his body paralyzed. Shecho Widurena. Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode, as he took time off to recover from back surgery that left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. Mike announced Frank was no longer with the show in 2021. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during a 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. The two reunited over Memorial Day weekend and are friends today. A source claimed to the U.S. Sun, everything between them is fine. They've known each other for 40 years. They went to high school. They've done all this stuff together. The insider said Mike has visited Frank a handful of times since he suffered the stroke, as the two call and text today as well. In an exciting development that has captured the attention of American Pickers fans, FrankFritz, the well-known star of the popular television series, has unveiled the completion of major renovations at his Illinois antique store. This move comes after a series of challenges that the antique shop has faced in recent years. The renovations, which have been in the works for months, are a crucial step toward revitalizing the business and creating a space that reflects Frank's passion for rare treasures and vintage finds. The completion of this construction marks a significant turning point for the store, a new chapter in its long history, and an opportunity for FrankFritz to re-establish his reputation as a premier dealer in the world of antiques. FrankFritz, who gained widespread recognition through his role on American Pickers, has always been known for his keen eye for unusual and valuable items. His passion for collecting rare artifacts and his adventurous spirit when it comes to picking treasures from all over the country has made him a favorite among fans of the show. Alongside his co-host MikeWolfe, Frank has traveled to countless homes, barns, and storage units in search of items that tell a story or have a unique historical significance. His ability to spot hidden gems and negotiate deals has earned him a place in the hearts of viewers. However, despite his fame, running an antique store has not been without its challenges. Located in Frank's hometown of LeClaire, Iowa, the antique store was initially established as a space where he could showcase and sell the treasures he discovered on his picking adventures. Over time, the store became a popular stop for fans of American Pickers who hoped to catch a glimpse of Frank and perhaps even find a rare item for themselves. But like many small businesses, the store faced its own set of obstacles. The retail world, especially when it comes to selling vintage and antique goods, is a highly competitive market. Trends change, customer preferences shift, and the rise of online shopping has made it more difficult for brick-and-mortar stores to thrive. In recent years, FrankFritz's antique store struggled to maintain the same level of foot traffic it once enjoyed. As the popularity of American Pickers soared, there was hope that the fame generated by the show would lead to a steady stream of visitors and buyers. Unfortunately, while the show brought attention to Frank's expertise in picking, it did not always translate into consistent sales at his physical store. Additionally, maintaining an antique store requires a significant amount of investment, both in terms of time and money. The costs associated with inventory, upkeep, and renovations can quickly add up, and without a steady stream of customers, it becomes difficult to sustain the business. Frank's commitment to his store and his passion for antiques never wavered. He recognized that in order to keep the business afloat and ensure its long-term success, significant changes needed to be made. Enter the renovations. Frank embarked on a major renovation project to update and modernize his store, ensuring that it would appeal to a new generation of antique enthusiasts while also preserving its rich history. The process was not without its difficulties, as construction delays and unforeseen challenges added time and complexity to the project. However, the result is a newly transformed space that is set to breathe new life into the store. The renovations were designed to enhance the shopping experience for visitors and create a more inviting and visually appealing environment. The store's layout has been revamped to make better use of the available space, with a more open and organized design that allows for easier navigation and better visibility of the merchandise. New display areas have been created to showcase larger items, and the store now boasts a more modern aesthetic while retaining its rustic charm. The lighting has been updated to better highlight the antiques, giving the space a brighter and more welcoming feel. For Frank, the goal was not only to improve the physical space, but to create a place that feels like a destination, a place where people can spend hours exploring and discovering new treasures. One of the key features of the renovation is the incorporation of more interactive and educational elements. Frank, who has always been passionate about the stories behind the items he collects, wanted to ensure that visitors to the store could learn more about the history and significance of the objects on display. To achieve this, the store now includes detailed descriptions and historical context for many of the pieces, offering customers a deeper understanding of their origins and value. Additionally, the store will host special events, such as antique appraisal days and educational workshops, where visitors can learn about the art of picking, antique restoration, and the history of various collectibles. The renovation also includes the addition of a dedicated space for local artisans and antique dealers to showcase their work. This move is a response to the growing trend of supporting small businesses and promoting local talent. By partnering with local artists and dealers, Frank is helping to create a community hub where people can come together to appreciate and celebrate the art of collecting. The new space will feature a rotating selection of handmade goods, vintage-inspired creations, and other locally crafted items, adding a fresh and dynamic element to the store's offering. The renovation also included updates to the store's exterior, making it more visually striking and appealing to passersby. Frank wanted to ensure that the store stood out in the small town of Leclerc, attracting both locals and tourists alike. The exterior has been redesigned with an emphasis on curb appeal, incorporating new signage, fresh paint, and landscaping that enhances the overall look of the building. The goal is to create a welcoming atmosphere that encourages people to stop in and explore, whether they are looking for a specific item or simply enjoying a leisurely afternoon of antique hunting. The completion of the renovation is a major milestone for FrankFritz, and it represents a significant investment in both his business and his future. In many ways, the success of the store is closely tied to his personal identity as a picker and antique expert. Frank's deep connection to the world of antiques is more than just a career. It's a passion that has shaped his life. The renovation project has given him the opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to this passion and to share it with a broader audience. The store's new look and feel reflect Frank's growth as a businessman and his dedication to preserving the antique trade for future generations. As the store officially reopens its doors, Frank is eager to welcome back loyal customers and attract new ones. He recognizes that the world of antiques is constantly evolving, and he is excited to be part of that evolution. With the renovations complete, Frank believes that his store is now poised for a successful future. He is confident that the changes made will help to create a more engaging and enjoyable experience for visitors, and he hopes that it will continue to be a place where people can discover rare and unique items that tell a story. For Frank, the renovation is not just about improving the physical space. It's about creating a sense of community and fostering a love for the art of collecting. By offering an enhanced experience for his customers, Frank hopes to inspire a new generation of antique enthusiasts and ensure that his store remains a vibrant part of the Leclerc community for years to come. The completed renovation is a testament to Frank's resilience and determination in the face of adversity. While the road to get here may have been challenging, the end result is a space that reflects his passion and dedication to the world of antiques. As the American Pickers star moves forward, it's clear that his antique store is in good hands. The renovations have revitalized the space, creating an inviting and educational environment that will appeal to a wide range of visitors. Whether you're a lifelong collector or a first-time visitor, Frank's store promises to offer a unique and enriching experience. With a renewed focus on community, education, and preserving the history of antiques, The store is poised to thrive in the years ahead. For FrankFritz, the completion of the renovation marks the beginning of a new chapter in his journey as a picker and business owner. It's a reminder that even in the face of challenges, there is always room for growth and reinvention. The store's transformation is a reflection of Frank's own growth as an individual and his commitment to the world of antiques. With a fresh, updated space and a renewed sense of purpose, Frank is ready to continue sharing his passion with the world and to inspire others to explore the fascinating world of vintage and antique treasures. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.